Hey, my squad, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's check to make sure the notification went out, the sound is working, and I'll get into what I'm doing today. So, I gotta move something. Okay, notification went out. Sound is working. Okay, so today I am working on, let's get that. There we go. I am working on White Moon from Distracted by Diamonds. I am doing this for Share the Caravan and Sparkle All the Way. No, I'm live. Thursday, live stream. I almost thought I had called her. So I'm doing that for those two events. Also trying to work my two WIPs and get my WIPs whipped out so I go into 2026 with no WIPs. Cross your fingers. I think it can happen. Also, I have some questions today that I'm going to be answering. These are just questions I found online, and you know, I just thought it'd be fun to do a Q&A. So, let's see, where have I got going for the channel? I'm actually in process of filming some more time-lapse videos. I got some done last night. I still have quite a few more to do. I will have a topic video that I'll be filming today after this live. Right now, that's all I can remember that I have going for the channel. Yeah. Hey, Marquita! So let's get into these questions. I'm not going to answer all of them. Some of them are kind of weird, but yeah, let's go with it. A favorite childhood memory. Anytime we got to go to the beach. Hi, Sissy. Hey, Snuggy Sissy. Yeah, I would say anytime we got to go to the beach or Christmas Eve dinners. Because we always had that with family, friends, neighbors, all that. If you could have dinner with any celebrity, who would it be? Oh. Now, that does not say living or dead, so I guess it could be that way. But if I could have any dinner with a celebrity, it would be Jelly Roll, for one. Him and Bunny. I just love the story behind how he came. Shamar Moore, of course. Oh my God. Don't even get me started because there's a lot. Eminem. I'd say Vanilla Ice, Eminem. Oh my God. Who else? Morgan Freeman. I just love Morgan Freeman's acting. He was the perfect fit for Alex Cross in Along Came a Spider. Most spontaneous thing you've ever done? I don't really think I can't. I don't have anything I've ever done really spontaneously. Do you have any hidden talents? No. I don't really have many talents to begin with, so yeah, I don't have any hidden ones. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? I would want teleportation, so I could go anywhere I need to go, and I dream a genie, and I have everything I want. If you could time travel, where would you go? I'd go back to the Wild West days. I love westerns, so I'd go back to the Wild West days. Um, would you rather live in a world without music or with a world without movies? Neither one. That would be so freaking boring either way. If you could switch your life with any fictional character, who would it be? Ella Swan from Once Upon a Time. I just loved her character in that movie show. Dumbest way you've been injured. I walk into the bathroom door like 3 times a week. I walk into the door frame at least 3 times a week. Let's see. That's where that came from. I haven't had a couple others, but they've healed up. Yeah, I'm always walking into the door frames. Um, what is your go-to karaoke song? Well, I don't sing karaoke, but if I did, it would have to be, oh my God, a country song. From that there's too many of this list, or Save Me by Jelly Roll, or Son of a Sinner by Jelly Roll, Liar by Jelly Roll, Same Old Asshole by Jelly Roll, a Shabuzi song, um, a Mini Thin song, City Bitch, or Buck Wild and Free. Oh my God, I'd have a huge karaoke list, believe me. Hi, Mia. Favorite dessert? Anything made of chocolate. Give me anything that has chocolate involved in it, and I'm a happy camper. Or sea salted caramel too. I love that. Do you like coffee or tea? I do not like coffee. I like the smell of coffee, but do not like the taste. And I am a hot tea drinker. Have you been in any oceans? Yeah. I live an hour away from the Atlantic Ocean. I grew up swimming there as a kid. We go at least once every summer. My sister or my niece takes us to the ocean. So yeah, I've been in the Atlantic Ocean. Favorite holiday? Well, I like Easter and I like Halloween. I like Christmas, 4th of July, um, Memorial Day. Um, so I'm not as big on Valentine's anymore as I used to be. There's reasons why. We'll get into them right now. Okay, those 2 questions are stupid, so I'm not going to answer those. Most trouble you've ever been in? In school suspension for taking up for someone else and slapping somebody. Yeah, they just shouldn't have said what they said about the person, and they wouldn't have got slapped. Um, oh no, I just seen that letter. No, where did I see it? that quickly. I seen a letter I missed, and now oh, there it is. I was going to say I lost it. Let's see. Your favorite quote: "Live, laugh, love." I love that. I love that saying. Live, laugh, love. Or, "Not my monkeys, not my circus." A favorite childhood toy. I actually still have him. Um, when I was growing up, the big dump that we used to take our trash to would have a section where people could put things that were still good. They could put stuff that was still good, and you could take it from the dump. And my dad found this lamp with a stuffed teddy bear on it, and it worked. The lamp worked for the until I was probably, I'd say, a teenager. And then mom took the lamp base off and sewed the head and the butt of the bear up, where the lamp went through it. And I've still got that bear around here somewhere. My bear, when yeah, I've still got the bear that was on that lamp around here somewhere. Um, yeah, so that's one of my favorite. That was one of my favorite things. Um, he's still, yeah, I still got him somewhere. Um, do you prefer morning or evening news? I actually kind of watch both a little bit. Our local news. I really don't pay attention to the world news, uh, unless it's something really major going on. Do you prefer holidays at the beach, in the mountains, or in the city? I prefer holidays right here in my house. I don't want to be anywhere else for a holiday like that. I don't want to travel for a holiday. Do you like scary movies? To an extent. Depends on the scary movie. Have you ever fired a real gun? Yeah. I've shot BB guns. I've shot shotguns. So I lived on a farm. We had to know how to shoot because we always had raccoons or possums or stuff that potentially wild dogs sometimes around the farm. Last film you watched? It was a Hallmark movie. What was one of the new Hallmark movies? Christmas Above the Clouds, I think is what it was called. Do you like roller coasters? Hell to the no. Nope. No way, no shape, no how, no form. I do not do roller coasters. Celebrity crush. That would be Shamar Moore. I have had a crush on him ever since he played Malcolm Winters on Young and the Restless. Then he went to Criminal Minds, and then SWAT. But yeah. If animals could talk, which one would be the rudest? These two cats me and my mom own, and probably that guinea pig. I swear to God, they probably would cuss us out. Hi, Linda. Favorite way to relax and unwind? Listen to music, watch YouTube videos, or something on TV, and diamond paint. Biggest pet peeve. Um, People who lie or cheat or cheat steal. I hate those type of people. I hate, they or people who, you know, they're one thing to your face but another thing behind your back. Oh, see, this one's so wrong. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? I am saying seafood. I'm saying I could live on seafood because I could eat fish, I could eat crab, shrimp, stuff like that, oysters. I could live on seafood. I could, yeah, I could live on seafood. If you could choose, would you rather fly or be invisible? Can I have both? I want both. Are you a morning person or a night owl? It depends. 99% of the time, I am a night owl, but there is that time where I know I have to be up and be somewhere, and I can be a morning person. Do you prefer beach or mountains? I actually prefer both. I love the beach, but I also like the mountains as well. Would you be interested in going to space? Hell no. I'm going to say the same thing like I said about airplanes. If I was meant to fly, I'd have wings. If I was meant to go to space, I would already be in space. What was your best subject in school? Science and art and my VOTEC class, culinary arts. Favorite type of weather? I like any weather that is above 70 degrees, but below 89 degrees. And I'm okay. I'm okay with the cold as long as there's snow. I'm like dragon. What was it? Drag. I forget what her channel was. I was watching somebody today, and she said the same thing. She's okay with the cold as long as there's snow. It when it snows, it's a different type of cold. It really is. Um. So yeah. Okay, there's two questions. Just repeat two I answered earlier. Have you been to any concerts or festivals? I've been to lots of festivals. We have our, Crab Derby Festival. I've been to one in Delaware called the Delaware State Fair. I've been to some other little small festivals. Concerts, yes, I've been to Bare Naked Ladies. I have seen Matchbox 20, the Goo Goo Dolls, um, a singer called Kate Earl. I have seen Colt Ford. Mom's seen Colt Ford concert with me. I've seen Lady Antebellum. I've seen Little Big Town. Um, and the concert I'll remember to the forever. I got to see Merle Haggard perform live, third row, center stage, and that was 6 months before he passed away. Let's see who else have I seen. Jimmy Charles. He's a local singer here. I have seen B-Shock. He's a Christian singer. Willis Canada is a Christian singer, and Ivan Parker, who sang on the Gaithers. I've seen who else have I seen? I've seen Luke Bryan and Kenny Chesney. If you could break one bad habit, what would it be? I don't want to break any of my bad habits because a lot of my bad habits are fun. Um, but I would say staying up way past the time I need to stay up. Do you have any pets? Yes. Between me and my mom, we have 3 cats. Precious, Zoe, and Scooty Boots. And then we have the guinea pig. We had 2 guinea pigs, but we lost Peanut. It's going on almost 4 weeks now. Corona's doing pretty good without her sister. She's doing pretty good. See some of these. This question gets me. Do you have a middle name? Okay, are there people out there that don't have middle names? Yes, mine's Dawn, by the way. Favorite piece of clothing? Oh my God, I actually have two. And that is my StreamYard sweatshirt, and I have this big comfy black sweatshirt that I have had for, oh my God, Maya and Malk are 21. I got that shirt when they were a year old. So I've had that shirt for that sweatshirt for like 20 years. It's so comfortable. Did you go to college? No, I did not. First job. That was actually working for friends of the family that they had a little general store at the end of the lane where we lived, and I used to pick their grapes for him off the grape arbor, and I used to take care of his rabbits for him, feeding them and watering them. Your go-to restaurant for me and mom, that would either be McDonald's or a restaurant right down the street from our house called From Scratch. First thing you notice about someone, their personality, their smile, and their eyes. Okay. Can you lick your elbow? No. Unless you go, then you can. Imagine winning a big prize. What is the first thing you treat yourself to? Well, if I won a lot of money, the first thing I'm doing, I'm paying bills, then getting things we need for the house, and then I'll treat myself to maybe a diamond painting or diamond painting accessory. My first priority though is going to be bills and stuff that's needed, you know, not just go frivolously spend it. Can you dance well, or is it a bit tricky for you? I can't dance worth a hoot. Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, here in the States, most everybody has a middle name. Are you good at solving a Rubik's Cube, or does it leave you confused? It leaves me confused, but you know how I solve a Rubik's Cube if it's messed up? I learned how to pop the Rubik's Cube apart and put it back together. Are you skilled at juggling, or is it not your thing? It is not my thing. Have you ever been on TV and faced the camera? I've actually been on TV, but I didn't say anything or anything. It was back during Hurricane Sandy, and I was with a group of people that the TV camera was there, and they were talking about it, but I didn't say anything on camera. What stresses you out the most? When I don't hit a deadline that I'm trying to hit. That I know that's a me thing. I know that I can just reset that goal and try again. But it does stress me out if I'm getting close to the time frame I set for myself and I'm nowhere close to accomplishing what I wanted to accomplish. But that's mostly a me thing. Um, oh wow. Um, like I said, okay. How would you stay safe during a zombie apocalypse? This girl is gonna. She could stay. I could stay safe. It's all outdoors. For one, I know how to build myself a shelter and fortify that. I know how to use different types of weapons like knives and guns. If I can get my hand on a gun, at least a shotgun. Um, I know how to survive off the land. Yeah, so I could go deep in the woods where they couldn't find me, and I'd be fine. So yeah. Mm. Did you ever cheat on a test? No, I've never cheated on a test. Have you ever experienced something supernatural or paranormal? I've seen blue orbs around grave sites before. Um, so, how many pillows do you need for to blah. How many pillows do you need for a comfy night's sleep? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, sometimes eight. Don't ask. Don't ask. Can you keep your balance and stand on one foot for a whole minute? No. I couldn't even do that as a kid. Can you hula hoop at least 10 times? No, I can't even get the hula hoop to go around once. I never could hula hoop. Can you touch your nose with your tongue? No, we're not all Gene Simmons. So that's it on on the questions. I thought I had a few more, but I don't. I might have some more next week. Because as of right now, I will not be live Tuesday. Um, Fingers crossed. Now that the government has opened back up, um, I'll either get a partial or a full payment on my SNAP benefits. And if so, it's mine would go on Tuesday. So I still don't know what that Oompa Loompa's doing, but anyway, I digress. Mia, I just went online and searched interesting questions. I don't actually have a link for it. I just went online and searched or and for some of them I just put into like Chat GPT, or I use Microsoft Copilot. I just put in, give me 25 interesting questions. And that's how I got mine. So I don't actually have a link for them. But yeah, so you can go on, you can type in like search YouTube tag questions, or tag questions, get to know me questions, things like that, and it'll pull up all kinds of websites with different questions. And then I just copy and paste the ones that some of them, and then others I just printed out the whatever the questions were. I need H. Where's the excuse me, guys. I didn't mean to yawn. So but yeah, so that's how I found those. So like I say, after the live today, I'll probably film some more videos, I have some more time lapses to film. And I have one content like topic video that I'm gonna film. So but anywho. Oh, that's right. Monday's the 7th. Okay. Monday's the 17th. So Monday's the program at the library. So I got that to go to on Monday, and then possibly Tuesday, hopefully. I'll be able to take care of that errand pretty quickly. But yeah, so I'm going to try to get the content video film today, the topic video film today, and that'll go out to my members first, and then it'll go out a day or two later to the rest of the YouTube world. So, but that's how I think I'm going to do my videos. They're going to go out to members first, and then they'll go a couple days later, a day, depending on the type of video. It'll go out to the general public that watches YouTube. So I think what I'll probably do is I'll pick 2 days during the week. It'll be days that I don't go live. So if I post out on Monday to my to my members, then it would go public on Wednesday to everybody else. I think that's probably how I'm going to do it. So. think that'll work. So I'll sit down and I'll figure out. I'll look at my calendar and I'll figure out how I'm going to do that. So because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to posting at least twice a week. I'll try to post at least twice a week. So. Okay. That's all the H's. Trying to do her wing, and then I'll do the background around it. But we got a little bit more of her wing left to do here, and then both of her wings will be done. So, but I ain't got a really. I mean, I'd say I've maybe got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, maybe 10 or 11 sections left to do on her. So I think I'm going to have her done by the end of November. I really do. So that's my goal. My main goal is to have it done by the end of December, but right now it's looking like I possibly could have it done by. I'm going to leave the ABs for last. I could possibly have it done by the end of November. I need to take a progress pic today, so I can post that into the Sparkle of the Way, and a couple other WIP events that I'm in. So. But yeah, so I think if I sit and I work on her for I'd say 2 or 3 hours a day for the next week to 2 weeks, I can have her done. Yeah, so that's my goal. My goal is to, you know, to have her done by December 31st. I mean, if I can get her done before then, that's good. But if not, I'm shooting for my goal is I'm shooting for December 31st, so I can finish. Because I still got to finish Easter egg hunters. I gotta find wall. I gotta make wall space for her and for Lunam Pathanasam, which I'm proud of myself for learning how to say the name of that canvas, because that canvas's name had me stumped ever since I got it. But I finally figured out how to say that, and so I need to put those up, and then of course when I need to get a job. I think what I need to do though, and I'll have to see if I got it at the end of the month. I need to get the largest portfolio book that Art Dot has. Okay, that's almost a 30 by 30 inch. That's almost a 30 by 30 inch. So, find a big portfolio that'll hold my big canvases. So because I'd like to be able to rotate them out and put new other ones up eventually. So, but I do need a bigger portfolio storage book though. For bigger paintings. But I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. So, see, I've already got 2 of the Art Dot 30 by ones that hold at least 30 by 40, and I have I have 2 A4s, I believe it is, or A3s. I think they're A3. They may be I think they're the A3s, and then I have an A2. I just need to get an A1 is what I need. I need the A1. And I've heard that book is massive. Just like the A1 light boards are massive. So yeah. But so I'm gonna check into that, see how much one of those is gonna be. Possibly can get it on Black Friday. Because I think that's when my money's gonna go in. It's on Black Friday. So my end of the month pay. So because it'll be the last physical business day of the month. So if so, I hope they have a good deal, or I can wait till Cyber Monday. I don't know. I'll have to look. I think I have it in my Amazon wish list. So I'll just have to go check over there, because anytime something gets marked down, I usually get a message let me know. So I'll just have to keep check on that, because I could really use one. So. But I just gotta wait till the 28th, I believe it is. I believe that's when Black Friday is, 28th. And see what the deals are, and go from there. I see symbols I have missed, and I am making myself not stop and correct them right now. That's one thing I'm trying to teach myself, that it's okay to miss a symbol, because you can go back at the end and fill them all in. So it's bugging my OCD right now that I'm doing that, but I'm trying to get myself to be better with that. If that makes any sense. Z, where is ZZ? Anybody anybody else do that? When you're looking for a symbol, you start making it into a song? That could be a me thing as well. And I might have just poured too much more than I needed, but oh well. So, let's see. So, I've been actually working on this section since 11 o'clock this morning. And it's now almost 3. So, 11, 12. So far, I've been working on this for almost 5 hours. So, but I did stop for a little bit and, in between, when I was answering the questions. So. That looks like it's all disease. This one I know I don't have a lot out from there, so I can just. Sometimes I'll just when I don't have a lot, I just pour it in the lid and go from there. Yeah. um. I'm trying to fight it, yeah, and learn how to, be okay with missing something and go back at the end and finish it. Yeah, it's really really stressing me out right now. Yeah, okay. I think my OCD is gonna win this one out. Yeah, my OCD is gonna win this one out. So I can't. I can't. I can't. I tried. I tried. Oh God, I tried. It was 3 symbols I knew I had done already, and I missed. So yeah, I tried. I held out for at least 20 minutes. But I guess I can look at that as um I can look at that as a win, I guess. I lasted 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm not doing that again. I can't. That was just sent my mind in such a tailspin. Not a tailspin, not a bad tailspin, but just like, okay, this is crazy. You know, um, I can't believe there was only one J in that whole section. It weren't a bad tailspin, but it still was you know, a makes you anxious type. Like, okay, your brain's like, okay, you're forgetting this, you gotta fix this, type of thing. Um, I don't have a lot of the color in a section. I just take it out of the jar or I pour it in the lid. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that again. That just really and usually I'm good at scanning after I finish a color, I think I'm finished. I'm usually good at scanning and catching any that before I put them away. But there is always that, I swear that symbols multiply like rabbits. you know. So, all right, I need B. B. You know, so yeah, I can't do that again. Whew. My brain hurts now. Ooh. My brain actually hurts now. Um, yeah. But I give myself credit. Like I say, I count that as a win, because I did make it 20 minutes before I went back and had to just correct, the ones I missed. I held out for 20 minutes. So I count that as a win. It might not be a big win, but it's a win. And that's what people don't understand, that people who have OCD and ADD, ADHD, if we can, keep calm, or hold, not use whatever our OCD ticks are, if we can hold out for, like me, I held out for the 20 minutes. If we can hold out for even a minute or 2 minutes, that's a win for us. That's an accomplishment for us. But other people look at that don't have those ticks. They look at it as, no big deal. But to us, it's a big deal. At least that's how I look at it. Um, but now I am holding out on to do my ABs last, though. She does have a few ABs in her wings. So this kid actually had two ABs. It had where are they? Because this is distracted by Downing, so the ABs weren't like at the beginning or at the end. So they were just random put in. So one of them is 742, which is that pretty orangish yellowish orange color. I love. It's one of the oranges I love. And then the other one was there's another AB. Oh, 208, which is a purple. Like lavender purple color. So she did have two ABs in her, and a lot of the ABs, there's a lot of the purple ABs are up in the clouds, and going over the moon, and then a lot of the other AB are in her dress and her wings, which I thought was really, really pretty. Now I may have to seal this one, because I've had this for a while, but I mean, some of the drills want to pop, but I think that is the age of the canvas. I don't, um, but I have a spray sealer that I can spray on this when I do. But I'm hoping, like I say, I'm hoping towards the end of the month I can get a portfolio that I can keep her in until I'm ready to swap her out with somebody on the wall, and put her up. So, but yeah, I see. So we're just going on about an hour. Okay. Hold on a minute, guys. I have a message pop up. I need to check. Oh, I forgot to message him. Oh, he's clicking. Hold on 1 second, guys. I need to take care of a face message. Oh, where'd you come from? Get out of here, woodbug. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm here. I woke up late again today and I have forgotten to message someone. Okay. That totally slipped my mind. I'm telling you, today is one of those days. Um, Today is just one of one of those days. Oh, but okay. So I need the speed symbol. Oh, sissy, yeah. I understand that. Yeah. Don't push yourself too far, because you can if you get overtaxed, your immune system, being low right now where you're sick, it's not good. Yeah, when you're sick, there's everyday tasks that you normally used to doing and that like they're nothing to what, normally. They become like so daunting and stressful and, you know, taxing on you. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I understand that, sissy. Uh, I know that's how I get when I'm sick. I don't even want, sometimes when I'm sick, I don't even want to diamond paint. And that's not me. Because I like to diamond paint. Like, if I could, I'd diamond paint 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Yeah, but I mean, being sick, yeah, that should be the least of your worries is to make sure is making sure you're taking care of yourself is what you should need to worry about over how things are, dishes being done or whatever. I mean, do that when you have the energy. If you feel like you can get up and do something, then that's good. But not, don't push yourself, you know. That's the way I look at it. Because by pushing yourself to do things that are making you tired, you know, or making you feel worse than you feel, that's not helping your immune system. You know, that's just stressing your immune system. You know. And now, since I've sneezed, now my nose wants to run. But that's just my sinuses, so it'll be all right. I go through this all the time. I go through this on a daily basis. Yeah, she's been really sick, Mia. So, but so yes. But yeah, you know that I'm sick when I don't wanna diamond paint. Cause I will sit and diamond paint for hours if I can. Like last night, I know I sat and I worked on a couple time lapse videos that it wound up being um, the two videos put together are probably 3.5 hours worth of video footage that will get knocked down to just a couple minutes of video footage. So when I speed it up as a time lapse. So basically, what I do for my time lapse videos is I use my overhead camera and I have my main camera. I mute all. I mute both mics and all sounds on both of them, and I just go in like I would be filming a video, and I just film it, without the sound, and then I take it into my editing program, and I go in and where I could speed up the video. I speed it up times 10, see how much time that knocks it down to, um, and then if it's still too much, it's still too long for the amount that I usually do for a time lapse. I'll export that, take that file, go back in again with the new file, and speed that up times 10 again. And it usually gives me looks like I'm like everybody's like, they think I'm a speed painter, but it's all time lapse sped up video. But it makes me look like I'm a robot going back and so fast. But I like doing time lapse videos. I really do. Um, the part about that is the editing. I love filming them, but I love going in and doing the editing process. Um, Mom's outside, cat's home. And I love picking the music for the time lapse as well. Which a lot of these are probably I get my music from YouTube Creator Studio. Um, that way I know the music is safe to put on my video because it's from the YouTube's and I look for ones that don't need attribution. Which means I don't have to put in the comments, I don't have to give them credit. I don't have to give the artist that did that credit. Um, so that's how I get my music for my videos. Um, that way I know it's copyright free. It is, you know, YouTube approved music already because it's from the YouTube audio library. you know, so. And then I go in and I do my intro and my outro video, or my intro and my outro screen, which I need to make one. I need to make one for these most of these time lapses, because they're I'm changing my time lapse name for my diamond painting time lapse. But these are also going to be the holiday edition as well. So I'll have the regular one that'll go out for a couple of the videos, and then I'll have the ones that go out for the holiday edition as well. So, because I'm doing a lot of off-canvas projects. I had 3 Diamond Art Club cards that I was gifted from Color and Chat with. No, not Color and Chat with Joanne. I was gifted from Wanda's Work Basket. Sorry. And I'm doing those as time lapse videos. I have a bunch of Christmas ornaments I'm doing as time lapse videos as well. Guys, hold on 1 minute. My sister's here. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm sorry about that. I'm back. Just had to go take care of something really quick. But so I'm not even sure what I was talking about before I left. Um, mm, yeah, I can't think of what I was talking about, but anyway. So I need X marks the spot. Where is X? Hold on a minute, guys. Okay. Hey, Teresa. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I was talking to Mom about something really quick. um, hey, Teresa. How are you? What you working on? I know I just seen an. Oh, there it is. Um, but yeah, it's hard to it's hard to believe that we only got 2 days. 2 days left in this week. And then it's like 14 days till Thanksgiving. That's like, that's just wow. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that one. That it's 14 days till Thanksgiving. Yeah, but that does sound good for tonight, Mama. What's that? The salmon cake and are you going to do the mac and cheese with it, or mac and cheese would be fine? What did you want? No, I didn't know what you were going to do with it. I said mac and cheese sounds fine. Or there's the. This one pasta with garden vegetables. Okay. And I'm taking it some kind of other vegetable in there with the tomato. Okay. Well, because you can just eat them. It says pasta, garden with garden vegetables in tomato sauce. Yeah. We can just heat the. We can just heat the mac and cheese up in the microwave. So. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that sounds good for tonight. I checked them earlier, Teresa, and I still ain't showing. They still wasn't showing anything for me. But I got a letter from the Maryland Department or whatever, human DHS or whatever it's called, and it said that they should be on our day that we're supposed to get them. But I'm gonna go check again. I'd call the number, but I'm using both of my phones I could use to call that. So, but our letter said that we should get them. We'd be able to use them on the respected day that we get them. Yeah, it's still telling me that my credits on my account is zero. It's still saying zero. I have 29 cents left in there, but so I'm thinking yeah, Maryland isn't doing it that way, Teresa. Here they started depositing on the 11th, and I can read you what the letters. Let me see. You go to my email real quick. Yeah, I probably will later tonight sometime. There we go. I need to. Come on, scroll down. Why won't you scroll down? So our Department of Human Resources sent us this one. And this was sent. This was sent on the 11th. And it was saying that as of November 10th, please see the modified Maryland SNAP insurance schedule. November 4th through the 12th, customers can use their benefits on the 11th. November 13th through the 17th, customers can use their benefits on their normal insurance days based on last name. November 18th to the 24th, customers can use their benefits on their insurance days based by last name. So I usually get mine on the 18th. So I'm thinking they're not going to put nothing on mine until then. Yeah, it's a wait and see game right now. Basically, it's a wait and see game. Yeah, I do too, Teresa. I really do, because it's getting to the point. Me and Mom are. My sister just brought us a few canned goods. We were getting at the point where it was just instant mashed potatoes and noodles. Um, we had some canned spaghetti sauce, so I'll eat just buttered noodles. Oh my god, I'll eat just buttered noodles or a bowl of instant mashed potatoes, and I'm happy. Uh, I'm a pasta and potato kid. Um, but other than that, we do have the turkey breast for Thanksgiving, but we're still lacking a few sides for Thanksgiving. We have our pies, but we were lacking a few of the veggie sides, but we'll make it work. If I don't get anything between now and then, we'll make it work, because mom don't get paid again until the end of the month. So, I mean, we've got stuff. It's just, it's making things stretch, basically. I mean, I've lived on worse. Believe me, I've gone through worse. Um, I've gone where all we had was butter bread. You know, all we had, and my mom had plenty of flour, and we had butter. She knew how to make her own breads and stuff. So, oh, wonder if she's got the stuff to make a Native American fry bread. Hmm. I'll have to ask her. I want some fried bread now with cinnamon sugar on it. Oh, that sounds so good. Why does that sound so good right about now? I mean, I'm one that I have $10 is supposed to hit my PayPal account soon, for some surveys some reviews I did, and I could take that, and I can go to the store and buy enough stuff to make a pot of spaghetti and make it stretch, because I got most of what I need. I just need the burger. I might do that. Ooh, I might do that when that comes on, because I have plenty of spaghetti noodles, or macaroni noodles, or I have egg noodles. Like the flat egg noodles. Oh, you've never had fried bread, Teresa? Native American fried bread? Oh my God, it is so good. It's basically, you make up this dough, and then you just deep fry it. You kind of smash it down and flatten it out a little bit, and you deep fry it. And then you can put whatever. I mean, you can put butter on it. You can put jelly on it. Um, you could use it to dip in chilies or spaghettis, or and pretty much anything. Um, but yeah, it's a Native American dish. Um, it is so simple to make. I'll have to find the recipe, and I'll find the recipe for it, and I'll post it in the Facebook. Um, yeah, it's mom makes it, and yeah, it's really good. And you can make your pieces as thin or as thick as you want as well. Um, and mama make them, and she'll do them kind of thin, and then we roll them in cinnamon sugar right after they come out of the oil. Roll them in cinnamon sugar. Oh, it's so good. Or just eat it with butter on it. Mom eats hers sometimes with jelly on it. Yeah. It was one of the ways that the Native Americans stretched their their foods and stuff. It was one of the foods they made as a, when they didn't have much. And like I say, I've had where it's made in then buffalo taco meat, buffalo meat. It's ground up done like hamburger, and then done like into taco, seasoned taco mix. I've had that on there. I've had deer meat taco, with ground deer burger on it, or regular taco burger on it. And they call it a Native American taco. Um, I've ate it with chili. I've ate it with spaghetti. Which, if my $10 goes on, I might go to the store tomorrow and get some burger to make chili. I mean, make spaghetti, because I can make a big pot of spaghetti and divide it out into portions. Enough for me and enough, portion for mom. Put them in the freezer and just pull them out when we want them. Okay, I don't know what an elephant ear is, Teresa. I think elephant ear, and I'm thinking of an elephant's ear. But yeah, I'll post I'll find the recipe, and I'll post it in the Facebook group for the fry bread. Uh, and like I said, it's really easy to make. Oh, okay. See, I've never heard it called fried pie crust. I've never heard it called that before. Um, Around here, people just call it fried pie crust. But yeah, basically, you're gonna make. It's basically flour, water. Hold on a minute, guys. I thought mom was calling me, but she was talking to herself. Um, but basically, it's just flour, water. I think salt. Can't remember if any baking soda or baking powder goes in it. Because mom's the one that always mixes it up. Um, and um, when you make fried bread, it's just the flour, salt, and water, right? I said when you mix up to make fried bread, it's just flour, salt, and water, right? I can't remember. I'd have to look it up, but yeah, it's really, really good though, Teresa. Fry bread is really good. Not made it in so long. Yeah, Mom not made it in a while, so I'd have to look up the recipe again. At my age, I forget things. I'll have to look. I'll look up the recipe and post it on the Facebook page or group page. It is. It is. It's so good though. Yeah, but because you can actually make it, and then, like I say, once you take it out of the grease. I think I've done mine as a yeast bread dough. Like I'll have to look it. I'll look it up though again though. Um and then once you take it out of the grease, you can roll it in the cinnamon sugar. Oh, but I think I've done mine as like I was gonna make regular bread or bread rolls. See, now I'm not a pie crust person, so it's more of a homemade bread dough. Yeah, than it is pie. I'm not. No, she was talking about what they call elephant ear. It's a pie. It's fried pie crust. I'm not a big pie crust person. Um, I mean, I like pies. Don't get me wrong, but most of the time I eat the filling out and don't eat the crust. Um, so that's why for Thanksgiving, I got a chocolate silk pie. So it's from Marie Calendar, and then Mom got her pumpkin. I think she got her. I don't think. Yeah, I think she got her pumpkin. She got her sweet potato casserole, and then we got a green bean casserole, our mac and cheese, and then we'll have our homemade dressing. We got that. We just didn't get the vegetables because I don't. For me, because I don't eat sweet potato. So, well, it's not that I don't. It's just I don't eat it because it's got the allspice and nutmeg and usually in it, and I cannot have allspice, nutmeg, or pumpkin pie spice. So, or I can't have allspice either. So we usually get a vegetable from me, and then I don't know. I have to maybe if I deep dive in the freezer, who knows? There may be something in there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Just be on the safe side. But I mean, we got the main event characters for Thanksgiving. So I mean, if I don't have a veggie on the side, I got mashed potato. I can make instant mashed potatoes. So that works. I got plenty of instant mashed potatoes. We have this truck that comes I think it's every other month. And it's called Shop the Truck. It's through our Maryland Food Bank, and every time that it comes, they always have instant mashed potatoes. And mom grabs a bag of them, and I always grab a bag of them. Um, we want Zoe. Mommy's busy and Shell's busy. What do you need? I said we're both busy. I asked her what she needed. She thinks you gave her something. She's being jealous, is what it is. Yeah, she's jealous because she thinks mom gave the other cat something, and mom was just talking to the outside cat. Um, she was talking. She was talking with the outside cat, so Zoe got jealous. Zoe gets jealous when mom talks to the guinea pig. So, you know. Well, yeah, I know, mama. But so yeah, so I'm waiting. I'm hoping that $10 is going to hit my account. Either, well, it might not hit till tomorrow. But yeah, if it does, I'll go down and I'll get some burger and I'll make spaghetti or beefaroni. Well, I'll probably get chicken burger because that's usually cheaper. And me and mom love chicken burger and turkey burger. We don't eat a lot of hamburger anymore. Um, we eat a lot more fish, chicken, um, turkey. We eat pork every now and then. Um, we get these. Oh my god, they're from sometimes. I know some of them are Genio and some of them are Smithfield, I believe. But they are these seasoned. Um, you can get turkey. Genio ones are turkey. The Smithfield are usually pork tenderloins, and they're usually seasoned. Oh, we got this one. It's a something brown sugar, and it's oh my god. Mama take it and she'll slice it thin into like medallions, and she fries it. Fry it in the pan. Oh my god, it's so good. Usually, when we get one of those, she cuts them in half and um, want to make two meals for us. So They're really, really good. We get them at our local Food Lion. Considering that is the only grocery store we have in our town. Um, if we want to go to Walmart, we'd have to get my sister or my niece or my nephew to take us. Because Walmarts are like, closest one's like a 25-minute drive from us. So, but yeah, these pork loins are so good. And yeah, Mom used to take some cuts them in half, and then we put them in the freezer, and then when she pulls one out, she'll normally cut it in medallions and fry it, and we used to have it with a vegetable or macaroni and cheese or um, instant mashed potatoes. Which, like I say, I could live on instant mashed potatoes. I used to be that way with rice. I really did. I used to be that way with rice, and then um, I gotten to the point I don't eat rice like that anymore. I used to like eat the crap out of some rice, but now it's mostly pasta and mashed potatoes or potatoes in general. Any form of potato in general. I love my potatoes, and I've been that way ever since I was a little kid. Mom said, I've always been that way. I've always loved my pasta and my potatoes. I also went through a phase where I used to love stovetop stuffing. You know, I could eat that all the day, every day. I mean, I still love it. Don't get me wrong, but I can't eat it like I used to. But I still can eat potatoes and noodles like crazy. Mm. But yeah, it's funny how our taste buds change. As we get older and stuff. Let's see. Okay. Oh, we're almost at the 2-hour mark. Okay. I'm not sure exactly how long I'll stay live for, guys, but I may try to get as much of this section done on live as I can. Uh, okay, where is that in? There's only one of those in the section. Okay, Teresa. But yeah, so, you know, I, I've always been a pasta and, like I say, potato kid. I see one up here that I missed, I guess. There we go. Um, so that I love my fish too. So, but meat wise, yeah, me and Mom, we don't eat a lot of red meat anymore. I mean, we will if we catch burger on sale, and that's what we love about Food Lion is the MVP sales, and then when they mark down stuff in the store with the yellow labels. Me and Mom will look for those markdowns, and talking about when we go shopping, when we look for the food line markdown. When we shop, when we're looking for the food line markdowns, me and her, we're always looking for those when we go in the store, and there are people say they wouldn't buy things that are marked down. Mia, it should have been. Let me see. Hold on, let me check. I thought it was in my link tree, but I can give you the email. This is the email for that, Mia. Um, Hold on, let me make sure I'm giving you the right one. I have 2 different emails, so I have to, because I have my main email that all my emails go to, and then I have my PayPal email. And sometimes I confuse, because I used to have PayPal on my main account. Oh, I actually have a task available in one of my survey. I'm glad I checked that. I have a task available in one of my survey thingies, which I think I have enough to cash. If I may have enough to cash that out. Okay. That's my PayPal email, Mia. But hold on, let me check. Because I didn't think I had another survey popping up until tomorrow. So which one is available? Oh, okay. Yeah. I know which one that is. Okay, never mind. I'll do that later. Because that one involves you have to get a code and put a code in and then hit some other do some stuff. Okay, that's the one that gave me 125 points, and then 125 points will probably put me. That may put me able to cash out at least $5. Um, See, I don't know if I can invite people to that program or not. I have to check that out. And I don't even remember how I got into it. It's called Viewpoints. I don't even remember how I got into it, but you have a task. You go in and it has something to do with it tracks the data that where you know um, websites and stuff you go to and all. And I get 85 points for one task that I can do on there. I get 125 points for another task, and then there's one that's going on right now. That once I've done all the tasks, I'll get 1,000 points. Welcome back, Teresa. I'll get 1,000 points, and that'll put me way up there on being able to cash out on that. So once that's done. But I don't. And then I've been doing one. I can't see. I don't know if I can invite anybody to it. But basically, what you do is, you're just reviewing. You pick a book and they send you a little snippet of it that you can read and download. And you review it. It gives you click to review it on Amazon, and then I think I have, okay. You click to review it on Amazon, and then whatever the amount the book, for the book, you write your little review, and then you go in and um, um, like some books are like you get $4, or some you might get $3, and then others, might be $2 and something. Um, and so far, I've made over $40, I think. Yeah, I made it just a little over $40. And I've only reviewed 14 books. So, let's see. I'll put it in the copy. I'll put the link in. Paste. And there we go. So there's the link if anybody wants to check that one out. Like I say, I've made $42 so far. And you get your money within a day or two after you cash it out. You gotta have at least $10 to cash out. And it tells you everything when you sign up. But yeah, it's really fun. I've actually read some of the books that I've chose to review. I actually want to go find those books and actually get those books now, and get the full book. And they give you a good bit of the book sometimes, for you to read, and then go write your review on it. It's all kinds of books in there. So, um, yeah, that one's been fun. So that's another way I get a little chump change every now and then. So, or like I say, viewpoints. I don't know if I can invite anybody to viewpoints. Let me see. Yeah, it is, Mama. Yeah, I don't think I can invite anybody to viewpoints. Um, I may do a video, or not a video. I might post a blog, or I gotta get back into work, posting my blogs again, or post a little. Yeah, I might do it as a blog, of places where I actually make some money, because I do have a game website I play on my phone that I can actually invite people to. I can put my link out for that, and then actually it's two of them. One's called Pop It, and one's called Kit Cash, and I've actually made money on both of those, and that's just fun playing. I mean, you can play games, and on your phone and whatever. So I'll probably do a blog about that. Um, you know what? I better find my tablet and my pen and write this down so I don't forget it, because I'll be the one to forget the video idea or the blog idea. Um, Okay. Because if I didn't write that down, I would forget it. But yeah, so that's pretty fun. I've been playing a couple games on the. I have two different accounts for the Poppet one, but Kick Cash. I've been playing a few. I've been playing a game on there. Like it's I forget what it's called, but it's like you have this hole in the ground and you move it all around the collecting the different things it asks you to collect, and um, it's one of those type of, it's really fun game. But okay, sorry about that, guys. I was just checking something out real quick. I need to close. Oh, okay, good. Okay, give me 1 second, y'all. I'm here. I'm just checking something real quick. Where is? It's not what I want. I hate when you're trying to click on something, and it's giving you everything but what you want. Thank you. And now it's not loading my page. Okay. I'll have to check that once I get off the live. Um, I was trying to log into another place that I have earned cash from before. Um, but for some reason, my desktop wants to be slow and don't want to load my pages. So yeah, I think my desktop needs a reboot. All right, we're coming up on 2 hours, so let's do one more color and see where that gets us. So how's your weather over there, Mia? I know you were saying the other day that you all were talking about freezing over there. Um, we've gone back up into the 50s here, but we're supposed to be in like the 30s and 40s at night. So it's not too bad out there today. So but yeah, so let's see. trying to think of what else I got going on. Well, I believe it's December 5th is supposed to be our Christmas parade. I'm hoping to be able to live stream it. I know at the area I'll be in, um I'll have cell service, so I'll have my mobile data. But I'm talking, it's just weather, if the weather's gonna hold out. Yeah, that's why it was here today, Teresa. We were in like the low 40s yesterday and day before, and today I think we went up into the 50s. They were supposed to have a couple 60 days um and all that, but yeah, it's gotten a little back to like almost normal for this time of year here. Um But I have a feeling we're going to have a weird, strange winter. I really do. Um, I see that we're going to have, I have a feeling we're going to have some nor'easters come at us. Um, and yeah, I just don't know why I have that feeling, but I have a feeling we got some nor'easters coming at Maryland this year. And nor'easters are just a bad storm in the winter. um, they can be as bad as hurricanes, actually. But most of the time a nor'easter hit us in the wind. I have a feeling we might have that be put have the polar vortex come down again at us. I think it's going to come down with a vengeance this year. We usually always have something off of the polar vortex, um, but this year I think it's going to be with a vengeance. I just see that. And I don't know why. But I'm seeing a bad winter for some reason, which is okay. I mean, I'll survive. I've survived through worse. I've lived through hurricanes. Um, and one of them, we were in a chicken house when it hit and didn't realize it. Had already the brunt of it had already hit us until we came out. You know, and there were trees and everything down everywhere. So get out of here, fly. Um, but so yeah. But anywho, yeah, I really do. I really think it's going to be another. You know, God, I can't remember how many years ago that was. We had that. We got so is it in the 2000, 2002, 2021 when we got slammed really really hard with the polar vortex here. And I mean we got nasty nasty amounts of snow. Um, that year. It was crazy. It was so bad that, you know, the snowdrifts were so high that my nieces and my nephews were standing behind it. And I didn't even know until after I came out and they started pelting me with snowballs. Little stinkers. They were little then. It was fun though. We had a ball. I used to love playing in the snow with them as kids. Building snowmen and snowball fights and all that. They're all grown now. Um, they're all grown. They're all in their 20s. Um, But they'll still always be my babies. I don't care how old they are, they'll still always be my babies. What's the song? Oh, I can't remember who sung it, but it's about your boy is now a man. And she says, I don't care if you're 80, you'll always be my baby. Can't remember who sings that song. But I've seen a lot of people have been using it on TikTok as the sound bite for their videos. Um, but yes. uh, yeah, my oldest niece, I think she's what, 24 going on 25. My baby niece is 21. My step niece is 21. My step nephew's 21, and my nephew is 20. So yeah, they're not babies no more. But I don't care. They'll always be my babies. They drive me crazy, but I still love them. Okay, Blake Shelton. Okay. I couldn't remember. Oh, and I love him. How can I not remember that was his song? I love Austin. I love a lot of his songs. Old Red is one of my favorites. Oh my god, I got that now. Old Red's in my head. I can't. I'm not gonna sing. Don't sing. Don't sing. I could sing that whole song word for word. Uh, it's one of my favorite Blake Shelton songs. This is one, Old Red. But yeah, I am a huge country music fan. Always have been. And when I say huge on country music, I'm not just talking about today's country. I'm talking about old country, like back in the 40s and 50s, and on to today. Um, I was born and raised on country music. That's and Cheech and Chong, 8 tracks. Don't go there. um, so I was born and raised on old school country music. Um, so like I'm talking about like Minnie Pearl and Roy Acuff and Jimmy Dickens and um, Ernest and Scruggs and Waylon Jennings and um, oh gosh, George Jones and um, oh my gosh, they did a movie called I Saw the Light. Can't remember. Mel Tillis and you know, all those old artists. A lot of them were on Hee Haw, and oh my god, I loved Hee Haw. Oh my god, I used to watch that with my dad every night it came on. I got to stay up and watch that. I look so forward to that every time. Um, and Johnny Cash and June Carter Cash and all those people. Um, Merle Haggard. You know, um, tell you who I still love, and I'm glad he's still writing songs, and they're using an AI program to regenerate his voice, and that is Randy Travis. His song, I love his Three Wooden Crosses. Is my favorite by him. Um, and he's still writing song. He had that stroke and everything, and he's still writing his songs and stuff. And they've used this AI program that has taken his voice from songs and actually can take the words from the songs he's wrote now and put his voice to it, and makes his voice, it sounds like it is him singing it. It is like, I'm like, oh, it's, I know it's an AI program, but it still allows him to put his music out there. Yeah, see, after he had that stroke, Teresa nearly died. Yeah, he's doing good. I've seen um not too long ago a artist. He's a local artist from around where my area. Actually, about an hour from me. His name is Jimmy Charles. Um, he actually did a cover of a Randy Travis song, and then got a FaceTime from Randy Travis. Yeah, Randy Travis actually, because Jimmy lives in Nashville now, and Randy Travis actually FaceTimed him, and oh, it was a precious moment. Um, you know, um, but yeah, uh, I love me some Randy Travis songs, and Kenny Rogers, and especially the Redheaded Stranger or the Gambler, or Islands in the Stream. Dolly Parton, I love Dolly Parton too. Um, and Reba, and I could just go on and on for days on country singers. You know, I'm not gonna say I hate Taylor Swift, but I don't like her music. I don't like her music now. I like Taylor before that whole Kanye West incident that went down with her and him getting up on the stage like he did, or whatever it was. I liked her music from that before then. Her music now is just, it's like she's lost her roots to me. I think she has lost her roots. Um, you know, and I actually got people got mad at me because I said I wasn't a Swiftie. Yeah, Randy, he does. He has a lot of times he'll put stuff, and it tickled me. He went to one of the museums, like the wax museums, and they took his wax figure from behind the desk, and he was sitting behind the desk, and people were coming up and standing there, and they were playing the Forever and Forever Amen song. And when it got to the amen part, he said he would say that part because he could still speak a little. And you should have seen the reactions of some of the people. Yeah, I was never actually a Swiftie fan. I did like some of her older songs, when she first began. But I just, to me, she's lost her roots from where she came from. Like, I felt the same way with Miley Cyrus for the longest time. And I kind of still do. Miley kind of lost her roots as well. you know. Um, but yeah, that was funny. He was sitting there and these people were coming up taking pictures with, what they thought was a wax figure. and then he would start talking, or whatever, or they'd be playing the song, and he'd sing the amen part, and these people were I mean, some of them jumped out like out of their skin. It was funny, you know. It was so hilarious. What? You know he's not going to go around there in that. He's going to do his own thing. No, I said, you know he's not going to go in it. He's going to do his own thing. Yeah, he does, Teresa. He really does. Um, that's what I don't know. I've always loved his singing. That, and I love you know, my gosh, she's in one of her moods. But yeah, he does. And I love A Rainy Night is another one of my favorite songs, and that by Mel McDaniel. Yeah, Mel McDaniel. No, Rainy Night. Is that Mel McDaniel's? No, Mel McDaniel's is Baby's Got Her Blue Jeans On. Um, Eddie Rabbit did I Love a Rainy Night. I like Ronnie Millsap. You know. So, but anyway. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're just over the 2 hour mark. Okay. Oh my god. Anyway, let's see. I won't be live Tuesday, um, but I will be live next Thursday. So I don't know exactly where I'll be on there next Thursday. I'll probably be down here somewhere, down below this, where I'm working now. Um, but yeah, I should have her done. I think by the end of the month. So I don't have a lot. Um, as you can see, I don't know if I can get it. Come on. So I don't have a whole lot left to do. I would say I probably got about 8, 9, 10, 11, might got 14 sections left with the size sections I do. So, I'll roll that back up a minute until I'm ready to. I gotta take a progress pic on this one in a little bit. So, yeah, I ain't got a whole, it should work up pretty quick. All right, Ralphie. He's hitting that J brick. It's crazy because right before you get to our house, the speed limit drops. And then it picks back up and drops back again. It's crazy. So that's where I'm at for today. And I'm going to go ahead and jump out of here. Like I say, I'll be live again on Thursday. Won't be live Tuesday. I'll be live again Thursday. So until then, hugs, love. Thank you for everybody who came by today. Mia and Marquita and Teresa and Snuggy Sissy, and I think that's everybody. And all the workers and lurkers and just the lurkers. Until then, guys, I'll catch everybody later. Bye, y'all.